Tonight's show is brought by a person who's mind-blowing ideas, stunning looks. It's your host, Jonathan. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tropic Circle. You're a little piece away, a little learning lesson, a little positivity. Coming to you a little bit later, like all of us, I'm sure you guys especially, we're all trying to work, just for a little paycheck, trying to survive. I know I barely am. Every time paycheck comes in, the government and state, they're like,
"Hey little guy, can you need this?" Oh, too bad.
Yeah, I tell you, don't pay attention to that. That's nothing. That's not a video. I'm not. I'm already budgeting things. I'm gonna just keep going. All right. Awkwardness. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Like I said, this is gonna be a longer video. Just warning you, I got a lot of cool stuff and a lot of things, so we're gonna sit back for the ride, guys. So we got a word for the day. I decided it was gonna be reflection. I like the word. It's got like two different meanings. You're either reflecting inside, or you're reflecting in a mirror. The bigger question is: the mirror reflecting you, or are you reflecting the mirror? Other news, Gator Dan was bugging me today at work. He said he saw a gator, so we're gonna roll that and then we'll get started.
What's going on, guys? I know it's not a video we expected. It was supposed to be a comedy thing, whatever, but somehow magically, the videos I took are corrupted. It was skipping and it's all messed up the way how it.
Wow, guys, you ain't gonna believe this real cool thing.
Alright, let's continue the segment.
Anyways, sorry, I wanted to change, get a little more comfy. Everybody's comfy, a little comfy stream, little comfy. Oh crap, knocked my water over. All right. Anyways, sorry, let me tone it down a little bit. Tone it down. Calm, guys. Calm. Starting off, 10-hour video of a screaming goat. I went down a little rabbit hole about goats, so that's what we're gonna watch today. Screaming goat. That's 10 hours. Screaming goats. 10 hours. 406,000 views. This is back in 2018. Wow. So I was looking into mountain goats. And the reason why I was looking at them, there was a mountain goat fight that I was looking at. Another thing was, I was thinking too, I was processing in my head. I was wondering why, the devil is looks like a goat. So it was interesting. Let's see, where should I start? I will start, let's see. So I'll just start where mountain goats came from, so we can do a little background in the story, guys. Mountain goats are, I can't even say that, are believed to have originated in the mountains regions of Tibet and Mongolia. If I'm saying it right, if I'm not, guys, please correct me, okay? And then migrating to North America across Bering Strait approximately 40,000 years ago. They're not true goats, but belong to the subfamily of them. I believe, if I read correctly, that I think these goats came on to higher climate and then kind of got into the evolution of becoming a mountain goat. Let me see. There's that. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just skipping through things. My tabs are all messed up. I was looking at goats. I was like, look at these goats. They're a weird looking creature. And I think it's because of the whole devil thing. And like I said, I was gonna bring there's a reason I'm bringing that up. before we watch this cool video. I figured out. Okay, so there's two different Greek gods that's kind of how the devil kind of, became into what it looks like. There's also the religions and what's the word I'm looking for? Practices that they did. So there was this guy, and I thought this was pretty funny. There was a Satyrius, I think, I'm not pronouncing that right. There's also a guy named Pan, which I thought was kind of funny. Can you imagine being called Pan? But, let's see. Okay. Yeah, Pan is a Greek god, often depicted as a goat-like figure and represents wilderness and chaos. What's funny about his name, again, going back, I actually looked up, I had to look up Pan. Guys, it was that bad. I was like, is this dude's name Pan or is it Pan or whatever? But the name Pan, like I said, he's a Greek god of the wild shepherds, flocks, rustic music, improntasis, or I'm sorry, guys, I'm terrible at English. I'm sorry for anybody who's like, this guy is really not smart. I'm terrible. This is the weird looking guy. But I looked it up. So Pan, this dude's name means all. He was like, the music type, the guy that was like giving everybody like fun and like, I think he was even connected to, nature, fields, fertility, and the pan flute. That was why he was called Pan, because of the pan flute. But like I said, Pan means all. Like it's like an all. So he was the god that like pleasure or it's not really pleasure, but fertility and like all this other stuff. Like I said, he's a weird looking creature. Like he's strange, and I can't even scroll down because his member is like hanging out down there. I went down earlier. I scrolled down. And I'm like,
whoa! Why is it so bad?
I can't even finish that. He's one of the oldest Greek gods, and like I said, the reason I'm bringing this up too is because it's interesting. Because I was fascinated by like why the devil took this shape. This is actually one of the oldest, or one of the older Greek gods out there. If y'all didn't know that. Let me see. Let me go over here. Yeah. So here's what I was looking at. This is AI stuff, and I did go back and look and make sure. So, like I said, if y'all know anything that I don't, please tell me, because I'm just like lost sometimes. And then here's this dude, the other guy. Nature spirits in Greek mythology often depicted as part human, part goat. I don't know why they're always part human, part goat. Never made any real sense to me. Let's see, Robin music and the god of wine. There's a god of wine. Sorry, I have an immune issue and I have to like cough and like stuff. It's bad. Okay, yeah. Where's I? Back to the god of wine. There's a god of wine, which is fascinating. What's interesting about all these Greek gods, and it's weird. It's not really weird to me if it's like mythology or, back to history. It's fascinating because a lot of stuff goes back to the Greeks. Like, a lot. Like, I mean, like, everything I have, like the Greek language, the Greek everything. Like, Greek was a big thing I'm seeing now.
Anyways.
I was like, I'm gonna click off this video. Y'all are gonna be like, I'm done with this crap. Alright, so let's get on to this fight, shall we? This is cool. Mountain goats, man, I've seen some of those brutal videos from these guys. Let's get into it, guys.
Undaunted by the perilous drops,
Whoa.
battle begins. They risk their lives, competing for a higher
They're on the
position
edge.
uphill.
I wonder where this is. Whoa! This mountains are
The first snows mark the beginning of the breeding season.
holy
It only
crap!
lasts for a couple of weeks. So the males do not have
What a
long
weird
to
looking
take
creature.
a female.
I spit on myself.
Time for a special kind of flirting.
Can y'all imagine? We have it so easy. Like everybody complains about, oh, it's so hard to flirt with a girl. This guy's got to get on a hill, and you got to climb across a hill. And you're like, I gotta go flirt with this girl. Flirt with this girl, and you're just like one step away from falling off. And what is this? That's how he flirts. Come here. Ew, this takes so long. I didn't know that's how they.
She isn't interested,
Is that seriously how they flirt?
but flirtation isn't the only requirement for winning a mate.
Uh-oh.
Males may have to compete for the right to breed.
Uh-oh.
Battle begins.
Whoa.
Undaunted by the perilous drops, they risk their lives, competing for a higher position uphill.
No, I would not be wanting to do that. I got repositioned. Got my leg. Sorry. And look at the size of the horn. That's crazy. Oh, what in the world?
200 kilograms of muscle collide. All this male can do is brace and take the hits.
Where's the camera? How is the where is this camera? Ooh.
After hours of fighting,
Ooh.
both are exhausted.
That was
It's
close.
time to call it quits.
Walking away, or
And the winner is recognized.
let me come here. Hey, stuck his tongue. I just stuck it out. All right, bro. All right. We see you. I don't need to see you sticking your tongue out. Did we cover this? Okay, yeah. So, we see all that. Seeing the goats, see all this, and these weird creatures. I had a theory. I was like, why are they depicting like this goat man? So, I feel like for us Americans, is our Greek god like this like weird creature or whatever? Is it Bigfoot? Like, I mean, come on. Our Greek god is Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a weird creature. Like, it really is. Anyways, leave that with you guys to ponder. Moving on. This koala. Look at this little thing. So, this is a story. Apparently, this guy's dog was giving a ride to a koala. I was also looking at koalas because why not look at koalas? Koalas are actually very dangerous. If y'all don't know, I would not go and. Oh, look at that. That does not look good. What in the world? Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go an actual picture of koala. Look at this dude's. This guy's like, I'm trying to work here. Can you stop? Like, can you stop looking at me? Okay, so we got this little. This was actually way back. They had a fire in Australia in like 2020. Yeah, guys, it's definitely not. You didn't see that. So I want to watch this a little bit longer. I'm probably gonna watch part of it and then leave it there for the day. Just because koalas are cool. I don't know, y'all seeing it just go off on random things. We're having fun though. I hope y'all are having fun. I hope. Let's continue.
The whole area has been shot. There's no way a koala will be living here anymore. They're in real big trouble.
I can't so I just paused it, just like pause, and just because I kind of wish I had an Australian accent. It'd be kind of funny because like even in serious moments, it's like it just sounds funny because like he starts it's like, "Whole area's charred, mate. It's disastrous." And it's not funny though. It's so sad. Look, oh, it's so sad. They're so cute. Koalas actually was looking up to have a really strong bite force too.
My name's Jack Randall, and I'm a zoologist.
I wish I could be a zoologist.
Australia's wild places and animals are close to my heart.
Man, that's
Earlier
gnarly.
this year, the most devastating wildfires on record swept through the country, consuming over 80
I think, like,
million hectares of land.
20.
and killing
Sad.
over a billion animals.
2020 and like
I've been following this
I think
story
2021, like we had so many bad wildfires. Like it was bad.
nature are fighting back. And to find out more about the fate of one of the world's most beloved animals, the koala. This forest used to be a perfect habitat for koalas, because it's all you can live to street. Koalas were in huge populations,
Oh.
and they're in real big trouble. Good thing is that there's been lots of Australians that really care for their wildlife, and they've come to places like this to find any koalas that needed to be saved.
Just poor little creatures,
The
man.
first stop is the
Gnarly little claws, though.
Tryout Centre, where
Oh.
volunteers dedicate their time to rescuing wild koalas in need.
This is so sad. Look how cute it is, the dog.
He's cute even when he's not trying to be.
Oh, y'all can't look at that and tell me your heart don't melt.
We've over 300.
I wanna hold a
Maybe
koala.
released back into the wild.
We've released 80 koalas. We do, however, have some koalas that have no home to go home to. It will be quite a few years before those habitats are good enough for koalas to go back into.
Damn wildfires, man.
Now, a lot of these rescued
Like
koalas
it. I
need
just wanna
serious
touch him.
and the Adelaide Koala and Wildlife Hospital provide
I also heard that koalas carry diseases too. I'll have to look that up. I feel like they were carrying a bunch of things.
Being brought in injured, dehydrated, or without homes.
So this is Ashley. She was picked up yesterday. She was found in the inside of a burnt out tree. So what we'll do is we'll do a full check over. Start to
Ugh.
finish. There actually aren't any burns to her claws, which is really good. So hopefully she wasn't around when the significant fire went through.
Strange quality, but
Although at first glance Ashley seems perfectly healthy, Nurse Natasha worries that smoke inhalation might have damaged her lungs.
She does have really quite muffled chest sounds, so normally you can hear the air moving around in her chest.
She's just covered in charcoal. Imagine all of that being inhaled into the lungs cannot be good for any koala. So what do you think of the chances of her managing to survive and get back out into the wild?
Well, if we can get everything under control for about 80% chance that she'll go well. We just have to make sure that we can keep her pain-free.
that's good. At least 80% chance. Sorry guys, I zoned out.
Well, I'm definitely happy with that. That's amazing. Ashley is one of the
Poor
lucky
creatures.
ones who have been found and taken to the hospital.
Aw.
What about those that are still out there? It's one of the hottest days of the year, and koalas don't do well in the heat.
I can't tell if it's where I'm sitting or if the quality. Yeah, quality is definitely weird.
I've seen that people.
It's on HD. I guess the way they recorded it.
You're supposed to give water in a bowl.
Yeah, we're on audio.
Yeah. Otherwise, they can actually inhale it into their lungs, and that can cause secondary infections like pneumonia and things. And it is quite life-threatening in that case.
Wow, I must be careful.
Not his face. Wow. It's like his thoughts just like overloading when he's speaking. It's like a lot of doctor nerd stuff, and it's just like wow, like his face. And I'm not picking. I'm not being mean or anything. I do that too. You'll find me, and I'm just over here. And I'm just like, what? You know, it's a collection of data. Look, it's just like, wow. I just zoned out for a second.
In that case,
Wow, I must be careful. I set off to Norton Summit where
I wanna go to
I'll
Australia.
be able to check on any
I wonder if I'd
koalas
survive.
that might be struggling with the heat. This area has been untouched by the fires, so it's one of the last refuges for the koalas living in this state.
I'm surprised you trust that tree branch and you didn't just absolutely break off and fall. Wow, we got this here.
Water with me, and I'm going to offer that
Oop.
water to a koala that might be really thirsty. So that is a koala tree. They only eat the leaves of these eucalyptus trees. They actually absorb as much
I wonder if I'm gonna get copyright strike by National Geographic for watching their stuff. Please don't strike me.
moisture from the food as possible. There's very little moisture left in there.
What's that?
A bit like eucalyptus.
Stick it in your mouth.
Like the koalas, they like sitting by the side of a road, believe it or not. I think it's a bit cooler down there. So I'm going to go up top of this valley, and there's a road up there, so I'm going to cruise along there.
Look at like the weird structure of everything. Living in Australia must be weird. Not really weird, but like it's fascinating more or less. It's a koala! Sorry.
Must be extremely, extremely hot. All Aboriginal language, koala actually means no drink. Koalas don't normally need to drink any water. They get all their water from the leaves. But the problem is, it's so hot, so dry, that the moisture content in the leaves is so low. So they're not getting
I wanna hug that little bear. Like, come here, little bear.
really dehydrated. You may take some water from me.
Bruh.
He's a bit confused. He's like, what is that human doing up?
I love this guy.
Got a bowl, so you can just pick up water. Because if you take too much water in one go, they can actually drown in the water. So you have to be really careful.
Dude's like, what's going on right now? Like,
Very thirsty.
Bad time to fall out of the tree.
You've got a very dehydrated koala here to take that water from my hands. That might be enough just to get him through this real hard.
That was
time.
it?
It's nice to
Aw.
meet you. Good luck.
Ah, it's so beautiful, guys. Isn't nature beautiful? Like,
This was a wildlife encounter that will stay with me for the rest of my life.
that's a perfect time to just leave it there. I think he goes on to do some other stuff. Yeah, he's doing some other stuff. I don't want to bore you guys. I know you're like, why is this dude so fascinated in watching nature stuff? Like, what the heck? Because this is gonna be a long video. Sorry guys, I'm rambling. I will catch you tomorrow. I hope you like I said, I hope you guys are doing all right. If not, I'm sending you vibes once again.